Call me Fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, she throw away home. Bev Hill life on Rodeo.
The struggle for some teams continue, and the way back to success for some teams have been found as well. Cup, there was a good game from Wildcats, good game from Omarkin as well. And to be fair, looking at the leaderboards coming into this final game of Miramar, 13 kill win. I know that's a lot to ask for, but a 13 kill win for Wildcats in 13th place right now would tie them with first place. That's how close we are.
Well, we came to the day with the very close situation with the all the way down from the third place, so we can expect that if the team's gonna be playing like this, some teams getting like 0 points, so they're gonna be having a mixed results on this game. So we can expect that the leaderboard was gonna be very tight after the Miramars and maybe after the whole day as well.
Well, we had an Eastern plane coming into the first game of the day. That then was followed by a really tough circle that made it really hard for rotations. This time around, we get the Eastern plane. And, well, we're seeing those Eastern drops again, face down towards the south, and up them to fly all the way to Monte. And should this one go north once more? I mean, we saw the struggle for teams to leave Los Leones last game, or the game previous to it. Let's see what's going to happen here, Copter.
Yeah, FaZe got to pick up the place on the south side of Los Leones because they can't get to Monte. We have a lot of other teams which are also like, for example, Skada can't get to Pozo, so they will take the secondary place on the Campo Militar. We have also Navi. Yeah, TSM, they have a split, so they have Fex and Miracu in here. So it's going to be 2 versus 4 situation, but they have 2 other guys who can actually shoot on the behind. So they have Kempa taking damage, Molly's going to be thrown, so this whole situation is going to start. Fex goes very low on HP. Wonder, not that far away. So these 2 guys from the TSM, they are basically surrounded by the win streak players, and Miracu finds Maxichor, gets him down. So that's going to be one knock, and the nade is going to follow. We have Kempa going down as well, so that's going to be good job from the TSM, getting 2 guys down. And this whole situation changes for win streak as they will lose 2 players, are now basically surrounded by TSM and also Virtus Pro shooting from the distance.
Yeah, VP shooting from afar, and it's actually surprising, I mean impressive to me that TSM managed to stand strong. They find Wanderer now as well. Offstring is completely caught out of position, so nothing he can do to help anymore. He was in a kind of similar 3-1 split with the win streak team that we've seen Virtus Pro try and utilize over the last couple of games, and unfortunately
that's going to be a problem. It's also Liquid also down to 1 player as well.
Comes the pull up. Pyro, full speed forward, Cargo straight past him. That's Mert trying to get away. Won't happen. G created. Takes us down. 40 seconds solo to be found. Vex is taken down. Not flush. The rest should come in. Iro, though, is there to secure the spot, at least for now. Gustav falls as well. Miracle actually does get flushed from afar. Unfortunately, he's going to fall now. Face just 2 players left alive, trying to find some sort of comfort. And all they have to play around is a shack.
Yeah, I think Virtus Pro has been very successfully getting those knocks or those stealing kills. So they have been getting a lot of points from that one. FaZe goes down, will go into smoke. H is going to be trying to revive him, of course. Maxi does the run inside, so let's see where he's going to be heading. There's going to be bystanders and TSM on the side. He's going to go there, and there's going to be shots coming in, and Chroman gets him down. So Liquid goes down as well. There was a red line actually trying to get the Tornado Energy player, Ali and GG, down. Oh, Ivos gets Zico. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, he gets him down. So that was a surprise.
Indeed, it was a little bit of a mistake made on his part. Will go down, unfortunately. Chroman and Nixie will be allowed to drive away, but where can you go in this circle? There's just nowhere to play. Open fields, a few compounds with vision on all of it, and players trying to make their way through it is simply not gonna happen. Perfectix on his own here, at least for now, trying to look over the top. He knows there are players just on the other side. He saw one close as well. He's gonna tag up one. No knocks coming in, though. 1 bullet short of getting the knock onto Iro.
Yeah, that's, I mean, when you just have a peak like that, and oh, there's going to be 3 guys on the other side, that's going to be a problem. And the nade comes in, perfect. This almost goes down. Lou is going to be dying on that nade. Ward gets the kill. We have Stealthy going down. We have Ward also knocked by the Wildcats, which is on the other side of the TSM. And now we have Perfect is going for another try. Wants to see, we'll spot the Wildcats though. We'll spray towards them, but doesn't get anybody down. Red line goes down on the south at the same time to a market. And GR and Skade also joining that fight. But Perfect is the last guy from Virtus Pro. Will try to do a nice nade trick that just might be getting there, and he gets Ward flushed down. Airo knocked down, and Wildcat coming from the other side as well, and Perfectis still getting more. It's getting Team Sleep as well. Can he get the next one as well? No! Finally, it's time for him to fall, and Virtus Pro is down, but what a fight from a single guy.
Virtus Pro taken down, intense TSM is immediately to follow, and the team that is really thriving off of this right now is Istanbul Wildcats. Similar to last game, they know when to engage these third parties. They take down one more team, Sneep out of the equation. Really, really, really good job by the team from Turkey here, taking a lot of control, eliminating teams and making a space on their side of the circle. Arctic Rook on the top of straight into 3 people. He's going to fall instantly. The Finns on the other side weren't going to have any of that. Nuki and Misa both still alive, but they have a run to make now as well.
Yeah, it was almost like a replay from the perfect situation that you have a nade on your hand and then you just peek and then you see like a whole bunch of enemies. Nuki's gonna find Pokemon alone. That's gonna be end of GR. So down to 6 teams and 20 players we go. Sikora will find Adepts as well. Great spray coming towards them, but they will get away from that. Steve takes a lot of damage and we'll just have to go inside back to the concrete buildings. And well, Skade, 3 guys still alive, 2 kills so far, but they're getting the placement points and now Face is gonna be trouble there on the south as well as Omake will be crashing towards Adepts.
Pull up is what's being sung from the Omagan team right now. They need to get in here. They need to clear this fast because no other teams will try to third party, given the opportunity. 80 does fall. That's elsewhere on the map. Nailip running upstairs, trying to clear out the building. It's already cleared, though. All of Omagan have granted themselves control of here. Adepts, they backed off. They moved over to the concrete. They're better positioned inside the circle than Omagan is. But getting out of this position for either of the 2 teams now is going to be practically impossible.
Yeah, and talking about the impossible, when we have Fast Face here completely alone and a lot of shots coming already. He's going to be just blasting himself like, let's see. I want to go back on the blue. Let me flash. I don't want to see mommy. And he dies.
Just in case anyone wanted to go into the blue and loot him for utility, he says no, not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not going to give away any flashes or nades at all. First phase goes down. Somehow, I was going to say has Sonoboys... Oh, sorry, Skada actually found a place to play from in the open. No, they haven't. Sakura falls immediately, and you can see Noki is still being shot at as well. I thought they might have a bit of a dip to play from out there, but with the elevated position that both Flammy and some of the Adepts players are in, it's hard for them to really grant themselves any cover.
Yeah, this Omaken situation, I mean, last game they got the chicken dinner and I said on the studio that it wasn't what I expected. And based on the location right now, bystanders, they will get the compound in the middle of the circle, so that is just OP. And then we have Wildcats on the west side as well, on the top side of the hill. So Adepts and Omaken, I don't know how these guys will actually get on the circle. They will have to have this fight, then they have a lot of third party, a lot of long distance shots coming from Wildcats and bystanders as soon as they will just get to the action. So, and also Scar is just like waiting there on the northern side. So, I don't know. I'm going to say the same. I don't expect Omaken to be in the top 3, but I might be wrong.
This is like the full firing squad, like full Civil War style going on for all the teams in the east right now. You have bystanders on their knees in front, guns out, looking forward towards the east, and then the Wildcats players standing behind them, trying to look over there as well, just waiting for these guys to start running. And once they run, it's going to be full-on duck hunt in the open. Just shoot at everything you can see, because I don't see how anybody else gets top 2 except for bystanders and Wildcats in this game.
Yeah, it's all about the placement. And the next circle, of course, we're still missing the 8th circle, so that's going to mean a lot, of course, to the teams. But still, I mean, we still have to deal with the phase number 7, and we have Nokia just starting the game. Jempty goes down, T-Bone goes on the fence line, so 3 versus 4 situation. A lot of utility is going to be thrown, but those going to be 2 shots. Nokia goes down, T-Bone gets that spray. Nokia will be taken out by a headshot, and Nail-Up goes down at the same time. She created actually third parties already. Like I said already, that might happen. Page wants to get the fast stop, but it's going to be stealing that one. They want to get the point 4 kills so far for them, and that's gonna be end of Omaken immediately. She created, we'll find that from the distance, and there was no chance whatsoever for Omaken to actually be inside of the circle.
And here bystanders like, stop it, Wildcats, give us some kills too. We want to do something. You're finally able to find one, and well, I mean, as expected, everyone's falling. We do still have 2 Adepts players alive on the very edge of the circle, but look at the way Wildcats have taken control. Look at the way it's spread out, and also look at bystanders losing yellow early. They were hesitant on their rotation. It cost them a player, and it might just cost them the win should they go into a 3v4 against bystanders, who's had a great game so far. I said, get a 13-kill win. It's a lot to ask, but it's possible. These guys are chasing it right now. Wildcats 9 kills already, 0 deaths on the team. They've barely taken damage, given how well they've been able to execute their third parties. They have barely taken damage themselves, so clean vests, clean helmets, should have utility available as well. This could become a very, very good game for Wildcats, better than it already is.
Yeah, the circle also comes towards the west, so that's going to be basically moving the middle place between Wildcats and bystanders, forcing them to come outside of the buildings as well at some point before Wildcats. So that's going to be good for them. So we could see, like you said, we can have a high kill game for Wildcats, definitely. They're still trying to get inside. Of course, bystanders know that they want to get those kills, they want to get the points. They only have those two, which you mentioned, and now they're going to be hunting towards Adepts and Wildcats. They're just waiting any mistakes from these teams. If they're going to expose any angles, bystanders, there's going to be immediate revenge, or, well, I would say immediate penalty from that. And Wildcats, they even have one guy already flanking on the north. That's going to be BSD, and he will find so many angles, might just take the Adepts players down before the bystanders as well.
Such a good positioning from Wildcats right now. The only issue is, should BSD get knocked here, it's gonna force Wildcats to commit to the rest. Philo down to blue. They're gonna deny, no reason for them not to. It's a dead situation for them regardless. And now, well, as expected, 4v3 Wildcats against bystanders, both with a lot to play for. I want to say pretty much the same time, taking for granted that they're both going to stay in their respective spots until the blue is on them. This could take a while to finish, but it's going to be a matter of 5 or 6 seconds, whereas to who's going to move out first, or was just going to say if one of them can get a quick knock. Schofield down to low HP, but does get to stay alive. Nades should be starting to rain on in towards bystanders anytime soon.
Yeah, well, here we go. Bystanders still holding those places, 2 minutes on the clock. So now, as we can see the circle, the middle place is there right between them on the next to the road. And I think bystanders can actually hold those buildings a little bit longer than originally calculated. So that might give some kind of opportunity for them, as Wildcats will be exposing themselves. You're going to be finding at least Rupture, but no shots are going to be done, not at least yet. So bystanders wants to make sure that when they're going to start shooting, they will have what it takes. They will have the angle that actually the guy can't hide behind the hill anymore.
Bystanders rotated down to play center early on, which meant they didn't have the time to loot that they probably would have. Level 1 helmet on Beamy, Yort with a level 1 vest. This could be the difference maker in them winning or getting second place in this game. No more smokes left for Beamy. They need a knock here. They need to tie things up at 3 versus 3 if they want to have a chance to make this one. They won't be able to flank around. The more time they're wasting, the more time... Oh, that's a good nade. Nope, a bit too far. The more time Wildcats will be given to kind of narrow down their positions.
Yeah, gotta love the Flammy with the machine gun here. And he also found the players that was actually at one head. Critical Schofield is gonna be coming. Flammy goes droning. Will open the fire. There's gonna be a lot of Wildcats coming in. Schofield finds the damage towards Flammy. Down to 17 HP. Can they actually get him finally down? Rupture gets BB down. Bystanders in trouble. Flammy just hiding behind those smokes. Wants to heal. Yort goes down as well. So now it's gonna be all up to Flammy. 1 versus 4. That's free. Can he get it down? No. It is going to be Wildcats. And that's almost 13 kills, but only 12.
Only 12. Why couldn't they just get the 13 to finish up the silver lining? Doesn't matter. Great game from Wildcats all the way from start to finish. Solid timings and the engagements, taking control when they had to. This is a different bystanders team, Copter, than what we saw just a few months ago.
Yeah, and yep, saying only 12 kills. That's, of course, not only. It's a lot of kills, so I gotta correct that one. But just comparing the 13.